All right, so anxiety fell out. Golden Palace, which is abundance for me. This could be for somebody, lover, I don't know, some type of sexual relationship. But we do have the wishing well as well that fell out. Let's see what's going on, y'all. All right, welcome back, Healing Family. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I truly appreciate your likes, your shares, your comments, y'all vibing, chilling, interacting. I do appreciate it. Y'all please feel free to hit that like button, that subscription button, and that notification bell on your way in. All right. All right, let's see what's going on, my little bug. Spirit Fox, trust your talent in changing times. Okay, so I do feel like we have a lot of gifted celestial beings that has joined the family. Thank you, baby. Welcome. Okay, because oh my gosh, I hate when I get like lower frequency um like energies. It just be too much for me sometimes. Okay, but welcome to the gifted ones, to the chosen ones, the ones who know that you are talented, you trust in your gifts, you trust in yourself. Okay, you allow yourself to grow, change, and transform on multiple levels. Let's see what's going on. True clarity, guidance, and protection. All right, healing family. What do the healing family need to know along their journey? Divine heavenly flow. Okay. Wise one, grow within your current situation. And Sky Father, trust in the unknown. It came out close. It came out close going down. So I do feel like it may be some of the individuals that is very wise, my love bug. You receive higher knowledge. You trust in the messages that you receive, the downloads that you receive. I feel like you trust in the universe. You allow the universe to guide you. You allow yourself to grow and evolve on multiple levels. You're not afraid to, grow. You're not afraid to let go. You're not afraid to be optimistic and, just step outside of the box. Okay, somebody's father that's in the spirit world most definitely may be here with them tonight. Okay. To dance with my father again. All right, y'all. Maybe you like to dance with your dad. I know I usually just be a goofball me. Okay. All right, but I do feel like it may be somebody in specific that is having a hard time with trusting in the unknown. All right. Even though you trust in yourself, I feel like you may struggle with trusting in the unknown. Um, I feel like you not knowing things can, make you a bit uneasy, right? But you have to know how to release. You have to know how to surrender. You can't know everything. Even if you do have the gift of sight, you still can't know everything because it's lessons that shape, shift, and make us. It evolves us. It expands us. So if you know that if you go 25 feet that way and then turn left and go 100 yards, that it's going to be a train on the track that's going to pass and get stuck, like, and just have you sitting there for like hours. You're not gonna go that way, especially if you know you're in a rush and you're trying to get to a destination. You're not gonna go that route. But not knowing that train on that track and lasting that long amount of time was actually saving you from a situation. Redirection is, in most cases, is always going to be the most highest protection, my baby. All right, so just trust in the unknown. It's not meant for you to know everything. Okay. The Most High is going to give you the downloads and the information for the things that you need to know. Don't be afraid to release and let go, right? And trust, right? I feel like this is the Most High releasing you. as a dove, as a bird. He's going to trust that you know how to fly, that you have the tools that you need to survive, your survival skills that's imprinted in you. If that bird know that if he fly out there, it's gonna be like an eagle or a hawk that's waiting, you feel me? Like he probably ain't gonna never leave the Most High's hand because of fears of the unknown. Instead of just trusting in the unknown, that you have everything, all your survival skills, like your tools, everything you need. That y'all know, I refer to Dora the Explorer when it comes to this type of message, because I feel like how Dora always said, backpack, 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 backpack. And that backpack always present her exactly the tool that she need, the get past the obstacle that's in her motherfucking way. You feel me? She trusts in her backpack. She trusts in her tools, her kit. She trusts that she have everything that she needs. I feel like somebody needs to really tap into that energy, baby, and just trust. Don't worry about the unknown. Just know that whatever come your way, you're prepared to make it through. Knock it down. Go under or over it. But you have the correct tools for you to survive it. Okay? I feel like, again, this is, we have lessons that we have to learn, right? Those experiences is going to shape and mold us and make us better. So you have to experience those spiritual experiences. Okay, I feel like just it's heavy on the Most High telling somebody to just trust in their path. Don't be afraid, to make a decision, right? Because I feel like somebody may feel as if they're at a crossroad. Somebody may feel as if they don't know which way to go at this point in time. But I feel like your spirit team is telling you to trust in the unknown, trust in yourself. Allow your intuition to guide you and make that proper decision. Don't keep yourself stuck still and stagnant. Okay, because I feel like no matter which way you go, you're going to learn some type of spiritual, you're going to experience some type of spiritual experience that's going to create a level up for you spiritually. But you have to experience it. So just don't be afraid. Just choose, which direction that you choose to go in. Okay. And I also feel like if for somebody in specific, it could be dealing with love. It could be dealing with your love life or a lover or somebody that you just have love for. Apply that energy how it fit. It could be a lot of tension, a lot of clashing between you and your lover or the person that you have love for. I don't know. But I feel like you have the knowledge that you need to make the right decision. Period. I also feel like somebody needs to grow, like, I want to say from a situation, past a situation, beyond a situation, their current situation. Like it apply the energy how it fit, right? Whatever type of situation that is you are in or you're experiencing, whether it's a financial situation, whether it's a love situation, a romantic situation, business situation. You may receive some type of knowledge that's going to assist you with growing within your current situation. And I feel like you need to trust in that information or trust just that process and know that you will receive the proper knowledge when it comes time for you to receive it. You can't rush it. Okay. Let's see what's going on. All right, no. Okay, let's see. Jermeka and Chris. Poetic justice. Justice went from mourning to smiling from ear to ear. That ain't coming out a lot. St. Charles could be very significant. The name infinity, or somebody have an infinity. But take what resonates and leave what does not. Celestial being. Biracial relationship. A free thinker. Cousin smashing or smash your person. Wow. Or people dirty. Look, and that's the song that's coming on. Look, but you treat me like I'm simple, baby. This ain't no tryout. Okay, I'm catching chills. Don't keep me on the bench just to run your route. You got one shot, you better make it count. Cause baby, it is hard, don't play around. This ain't no tryout. I ain't proving nothing. I'm catching chills. I ain't gonna fight to be something. Claim it or move on, but I ain't standing no halfway home. I'ma bring love that don't mix, but I'm not the prize for a border. Okay, I'm loving this. Look, you want the throne? Show what you're about. Cause over here, this ain't no motherfucking trial, fool. You better tighten up, get it right. I don't know who you think I am. I'm getting that Beyonce lemonade energy. You try that shit again, you gonna lose your wife. Like, period. Who the fuck do you think I am, sir? This ain't no tryout. We ain't trying out for this shit. Either you in it or you not. And if you not, stay your ass over there, fool. Cause this ain't no you can't reroute over here. Once you pass that destination, baby, and you saw I wasn't home, keep it trucking. Don't fucking swing back. Don't swing back. Don't swing back. I feel like somebody know they work. Somebody has found they work. I've been picking up knowledge or wisdom like since the beginning. Okay. Look, I ain't begging to be something. So for somebody in specific, this most definitely could be dealing with a romantic relationship. Look, I'm gonna bring okay for real. I like when she say that. I'm gonna bring love that don't mix. I realized how toxic my family is and how they was hating on the connection. So somebody family could have played a role in their relationship somehow, but continue loving you first. I told y'all I picked up on somebody found their work. Somebody know they work. Look, I don't chase. Huh. Okay, for real. I don't beg. Man, I'm not about to do all that. I'm not doing all that. I don't know who you used to, but baby, I promise you I'm not her. Last holiday, Georgia started out as a store clerk, selling pots and pans. But by the end of her journey, she was a chef, opening up her own restaurant. So congratulations for that. But I also feel like it's just heavy on somebody trusting in the unknown, trust in your path. You have to experience some things that's going to, create more. And I've just felt like better opportunities for you, whether it's opportunities for you to grow spiritually, for you to grow financially, for you to grow mentally and emotionally, right? But within each, I feel like storm or each situation, that you encounter, you will receive some type of growth from it, or it's going to present an opportunity for some type of growth because everything is based on your decisions. You have free will, so you have to make the decision to choose, or take advantage of those opportunities that's been presented to you. But I do feel like at the end of your journey, my love bug, you will be successful. I feel like spiritually and financially. You may even end up owning your own business. If you like to cook, like if you enjoy cooking, then you may open up your own restaurant or just have your own catering business, but I just feel like you may have your own business. All right, just trust in a process and continue putting you first. As long as you putting you first and you showing up for you first and foremost, you feel me? Because you can't show up for others if you running on E. If your cup is fucking empty because poured it into ciphering energies that just don't know they gluten. They don't know when they're full. Their stomach don't have that shut off where I forgot what it's called, that muscle. I forgot what it's called, y'all. It's actually like a stench, what they call it. But it shuts off, once your stomach is full, right? They don't have that, do. They just want to siphon and siphon and siphon until you dry. But if you dry, how the hell you gonna pull into someone else? And if you're a mother, then you need that, man. You need that because you constantly got to give to your kids. All right. So make sure you're getting that self-love first and foremost. I have a third party attached to me, but I know that you're from divine and disconnecting is destined. Okay, well, Sting. Somebody needs to try Tai Chi. Is great, a great method for grounding. Y'all, I always say like you could go on YouTube and do a quick 5 minute, 7 minute Tai Chi ritual. When I tell you, I don't know about y'all, but for me, man, that shit be, it feels so good after. Orlando could be very significant, and restraining order needed or in place. Okay, so somebody need to block a situation. Yeah, period. Okay. 2331 cautions against doing something for the sake of passing time. I'm telling you, I feel like somebody is in a situation that they know is not a good situation for them, but they stand for whatever reason. But I really feel like your spirit team is advising that you block a situation, like whether you block them in your life, but you need to put some type of restraints between you and the situation. Okay. Now take what resonates and leave what does not. And you stalk me like I was fucking you, weirdo. So somebody is stalking somebody. A Silverado, 8188, a time of profound personal growth. Stay optimistic and to maintain faith during transitions. Okay. Keisha Cole, play your cards right, my baby. And Tootsie, love cycle. Somebody is stuck in a love cycle. Somebody wants somebody to be stuck in a love cycle with them. The crab. Sarah put a love spell on Chris and it backfired, where he was obsessed with her to the point it nearly cost her life. So somebody most definitely could have put a love spell on somebody and it backfired on their behind, which is why they obsessed and watching a person. Okay, Marriage a Blige, Mr. Wrong. So this person is no good for you. No ifs, ands, buts about it. And a Capricorn can be very significant. Heavy on the Mr. Wrong. Okay. And with that love spell, King George, girl, you got it. Girl, you got it. Act like you know it. Girl, you got it. And you might as well show it. Okay, period. So I feel like somebody's self esteem is on point. Like, look, I could shine. I'm telling you. I feel like somebody is really, they really found themselves. I feel like they stepped into their true, authentic self. Like the place that you at, you really, really just loving on yourself, like, and shining like the natural born star that you are. Okay, you know that you got it, baby, and you let it show. You feel me? The name King, the name George could be very significant and heavy on the 8188. With a time of personal growth. A Honda or a Ford could be very significant. The name Ford could be very significant. A vape shop could be very significant. And luck is on your side, my baby. Overnight associate. What that was? Something. Oh, social media bullying. Unfell in love, Hosea was hated, and his divine feminine, which was his wife, even left him after spreading the word of God about being just. So somebody is very righteous, and people don't like that. Okay, I'm a dog. You know, I'm a dog. Oh my gosh, that's the same stuff that was shown in the last message. And someone you went to school with is dealing with your ex, so that could be why somebody feel like they're a dog. Um, Somebody could be born on the 21st day of a month, or it could be pertaining to a Gemini. And then being chosen is to know you're chosen, okay, period. While you're dealing with whoever this is that's a dog, a Taurus could be very significant, like, period. If you know that you're the chosen one, you wouldn't even be entertaining this type of situation. And you are walking in your divine purpose. Okay, northeast side could be very significant. Blast from the past. Somebody's trying to come back from your past. They could be learning to be loyal. And when you are near your destiny, the earth will shake. So be careful, because I do feel like somebody is in a purpose. This person most definitely could have been trying to bully you on social media, and they most definitely could be coming in like to tempt you or to distract you from your mission. The craft, everything the girls did to other people when they did have powers was returned to them 100-fold. So somebody most definitely could have been causing themselves hexing people, because they found out that they had gifts. A lot of people is really learning about the magic world, and their gifts as individuals. But of course, we all have good and bad in us, right? So I feel like it's a group of people that may have tapped into their darker side when it came to their gifts, but I do feel like they could have lost their gifts due to them doing things to others, not knowing that the stuff was coming back full circle. And I feel like it came back full circle. Okay, no ifs, ands, buts about it. And they're mad you're not doing lower vibrational shit with them, like, period. 6464 encourages you to trust in your abilities and take practical steps towards your goals. Mm-mm. We have That's What Love Is, Gerald Levert and Mickey Howard. So somebody's name could be Gerald, somebody's name could be Mickey. New Orleans East could be very significant. And the Mortal Instrument, City of Bones, Simon and Clary went from being normal teenagers to being surreal natural beings overnight. All right. So somebody most definitely is tapping into their gifts, and you may be learning to enhance them like real fast. Okay. You may actually like take off in some type of way, like overnight with like I just feel like somebody may have overnight success when it comes to a situation. All right. And your wishes are being fulfilled. Okay, so I do feel like that's heavy on the overnight success. And just like Romeo and Juliet, and stronger with it. And 321, my love bug, do not go backwards. That could be very significant for the name Infinity. You say it's small something. The initial I is in indigo could be very significant. The number 6, speak your mind. It could be pertaining to a Virgo, or maybe the initial E as in Edward. Forward world, it could be pertaining to somebody neighbor. A guitar player could be very significant. Preying on your downfall. Someone around you is working against you. Okay, so that could have something to do with the guitar player, and I ain't definitely gonna do it for it. They don't appreciate you, so pull your energy back. A warehouse worker could be very significant. A Virgo could be very significant. A female neighbor could be very significant. Somebody's trying to manipulate somebody. All I saw was poison you. Somebody's in a toxic relationship, a toxic situation. Somebody like transgenders. Someone is trying, I told y'all to poison you. Somebody's trying to manipulate a situation, but they underestimated you. Somebody needs to go to the event. They will have fun. Set up to tell on self. Somebody will set up to tell on themselves. Mack Morrison, whoever this person is that's trying to return. A guitar player. They very toxic. That could have been a toxic relationship, because I keep saying it. 3333, self-expression, creativity, and a connection to the spiritual realm. So somebody most definitely is connected to the spiritual realm. Somebody is celibate, and somebody most definitely could have been um, using candle work. You tried to break me, but you helped awaken my true self. I appreciate you, love. I know that's right. I feel like somebody could have been trying to use counter magic. Somebody neighbor could have been trying to use counter magic on a person that's celibate, but I feel like it helped awaken their true self. It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Okay, and what they say, don't afraid to be to authentically be yourself. Period. Oh, they gonna learn. A Taurus could be very significant. They gonna learn, baby. We have 717, twin flame separation. Your twin flame is in the horizon to you, my love bug. Somebody may be choosing not to connect to their twin flame. Okay, but take what resonates and leave what does not. Somebody have a spirit baby conception. Somebody could be a loader. They won't be loyal. Oh, it's already out here. I have a third party attached to me, but I know that you're from the divine. Disconnecting is destined, but they're not going to be loyal. Take what resonates and leave what does not. But I do feel like that's very significant for a loader. Overnight associates show like several times as well. So it could be a loader in specific that work overnight and they may have a baby on the way. All right. I see you're the better choice. I'm releasing the karmic. So it's heavy on somebody trying to release a person to get to somebody else. But I feel like they're not going to be loyal, my baby. All right. You need to continue loving you first. All right. And focus on your wishes being granted. We have eyes, product of negative thinking, believing the negative others say about them. So I feel like whoever this person is that could be trying to get back to you, I feel like this could be the energy that's trying to keep somebody in a love cycle. We have confirmation birth. 1133, a sign signifying a call to embrace your unique talents. Trust your intuition and actively manifest your desires. I feel like it's heavy on somebody trusting their intuition and their gifts. My hands are conductors of divine energy. I attract opportunities that match my vibration. I release doubt and embrace the wisdom that resides within me. I am tuned with the deep knowing of my heart and soul. Okay, stay. Somebody may want to try that as an affirmation. This year is your year. Focus on your gifts and self-employment. You will be successful. It's heavy on like somebody being encouraged to just focus on their gifts and trust in the process. Okay. It's not showing, so I'm gonna put these back in, but I am gonna read them. Somebody may have a lien on a house. The woman, Stephen and Mary was married 13 years, and they were in a routine marriage until Stephen cheated and caused a separation. The time during the separation was needed and helped them realize what was important to them. So somebody most definitely may be on a separation. Somebody may be on a separation from their twin flame. Um, and it could have been, once you own a separation from your true twin, the whole purpose of it is for y'all to do that self-discovery, that individual self-discovery, right? Really get more in tune with yourself. All right, therefore you setting boundaries, you're putting boundaries in place, like you learning to do shadow work, change, things about you that may have created karmic cycles in the relationship. And the person should do the same as well. For somebody in specific, the person is really a dog and they are not changing. They will not be loyal. Okay, but take what resonates and leave what does not, because I do feel like for somebody, the situation is going to be good. So, listen to your intuition and apply that energy how it fit. Okay. Archangel Michael is here to protect you. Thank you, bro. Praying on your downfall. I feel like whomever the people was that was working against you and praying on your downfall, Archangel Michael was there the whole time, like protecting you. So, because you're rich in spirit, all right, you may not have a lot in the material, but your spirit is wealthy. So you do have spiritual ranking. Like I feel like you have high status in the spiritual world. So they most definitely did not know that, Archangel Michael be there like clockwork, okay, protecting you. Benjamin Buttons. Benjamin and Daisy both love each other their whole lives, but they knew how to let go when the time came to release and redirect. Florida, very significant. I'm telling you, somebody is on a spiritual journey. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. And I do feel like this time apart is shifting, shaping, and rebuilding like each individual. So I'm gonna say congratulations. All right. Somebody most definitely could have been praying on your downfall when it came to your twin flame journey or when it came to your divine person. Like somebody could have really, really been working against you when it came to this. And they could have a lien on a house, but apply that energy how it fit. But Archangel Michael was there protecting you and the like y'all union. I feel like one thing a lot of people don't understand, or let me just say people don't understand, is divine unions. Baby, that's something no man can tear apart. Like, when y'all go through a separation, y'all going through a separation because it's time to evolve. It's time to expand, the situation, the relationship, so y'all do your own individual, growth, but y'all come back together, and when they come back, it's going to be even more solid, right? So they still didn't destroy anything, right? It's just be lessons for both individuals for y'all to learn and walk y'all path. But I feel like for somebody in specific, they don't need to look back. The person, it has not changed. If somebody twin flame made a baby on them, okay, with a third party, I feel like that message is very significant for that. This message's energy is very significant for that individual. Like, that's the person that's really a dog in real life. And they haven't changed. They're not gonna be loyal. So I mean, do what you want to do from there, but you're aware. True clarity, guidance, and protection. Somebody is lost, somebody twin flame is lost. And massive fucking regret. They got some type of evidence or some type of proof or something, but they lost. They don't know which way to go right now. I feel like things most definitely could be hot for them right now. Okay. After getting some type of proof or some type of evidence of somebody who fake flex and watching somebody, stalking somebody, obsessed with a person, I feel like they fed up with the situation. Whoever this is that's in big dick energy, they got a lot of arguments. They could be fighting with somebody that's obsessed with them over the sex. They're addicted to the sex with them. But what is this show? Whoever, I feel like whoever the person is that they dealing with, and they done found some type of proof on a person, they could be finding out that the person just done a lot. They really broke in real life. And could be losing a house, but take what resonates and leave what does not. But I do feel like the individual that they're fucking with, like the person is obsessed with you. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Your person could be fed up with, this bitch being obsessed and stalking you. Like, always, they could be asking the person, like always asking the person something about you, like, when the last time you heard from me, yada yada, woo, 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 like, and you probably don't even have ties to this person either. I also feel like this person, like who they're attached to, they have some type of arguments. I feel like they're at war. Is no ifs, ands, buts about it. But I do feel like this individual compete with you, like the way you love yourself. You could be very cute, but I feel like they could have some type of sex addictions as well. And I do feel like whatever is I don't want to say it, but I feel like they may have like some type of situation going on with their health, and I feel like it's due to their sex addiction. So somebody may have some type of STD, but I do feel like them having the sex addictions like is a part of the like unhealthy decisions or unhealthy patterns. But they could be very obsessed with like having a family with this person. They could be on a separation, but they want the person back. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I feel like somebody is unbothered. For some of y'all, this could be the person that you have a family with, or it could actually be a family member. Apply the energy how it fit. Apply the energy how it fit. But I feel like they want you back. You unbothered. Like, I feel like you tired of going around and around and around with this person. Like, you look at this shit as a valuable life lesson. Period. I feel like somebody could have wanted to propose to a person, but now they moving on and letting it go. It's everyone moving on. okay, and running away from a situation. Because this person was a copycat. I feel like they see the person as a copycat of yours. I'm telling you. I feel like whoever the person is, like they know they could have got some type of proof of the person stalking you, like being obsessed with you, and that they really hurting on a financial level. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I feel like the person is like pissed because the person is stalking you. Like I feel like this the type of energy like he not understanding. Like what's the issue with you? And like you act like you fucking up. Like what's the issue that you have with her? Why are you so obsessed with her? Like and they fed up with that shit because baby, why? At this point, like why are you even in competition? That girl don't even be worried about you. Like that girl don't care what you got going on. Like at all at all. But they insist on trying to make, your reputation bad, by making fake accounts. It could be something that they're doing on social media. Period. But I feel like they blocked. I feel like they feel bad for the shit that they doing because you blocked their ass. They most definitely could be trying to look for some type of dirt on this divine feminine. Look. Because they really not happy in real fucking life. You know? I feel like you telling all of them to kiss your ass. Okay? Fuck the kiss my ass, like keep the memories, keep the drama, like keep all that bullshit. Like, I don't want none of that. Period. A police officer could be very significant, or something with a police station could be very significant. This person is toxic. And it was cock blocking a situation. Or they just stuck like in a cycle, I feel like, of cock blocking things for someone. But they wasting their time with doing it. Okay, because the person is uninterested, like at all. This person do not care. This person know that y'all move out of ego. Like, okay, having on somebody getting in the way of their relationship. I feel like this person, like them and their ego. I feel like somebody is uninterested and somebody is really, really, really trying to force the situation. But somebody felt like this situation with the shady person is played out. They done. They done. Look, I almost gave up on a power that I can't explain. Fuck, I was losing faith and everything messing around with you. No, I did, Lord. I'm done. I am done, baby. I feel like that's the energy. Who could have put a love spell on somebody? And that's why they is obsessed. This could be a grudge holder of yours. Like they could be holding a grudge with you. They don't like you because you're different and you stand out. But they could have experienced something. They could have went to a funeral recently. So somebody most definitely could have passed. Or, the grudge holder maybe could have passed. I don't know. Apply the energy I feel. But somebody most definitely who married somebody for money. And it's heavy on them going to a funeral or the funeral was for them. I don't know. Y'all take what resonates and leave what does not. And my people say, you look so much better when you look so much better when you. I feel like somebody is really like uninterested when it comes to a situation. They feel like the person or the situation pertaining to the person was just a waste of time. You could feel as if you was cheated out of your time, when it came to this person, which is why you just uninterested. I feel like somebody is really just kind of focused on loving their self, putting their self first, and just focusing on making their wishes a reality. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I feel like they don't want to hear nothing. Nothing. Baby, I don't want to hear nothing. Okay? They feel like shit, though. I feel like they feel like shit for wasting your time. They knew they was down bad. Okay? I feel like somebody found, like, the pot of rainbow, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Like, period. I feel like somebody really found themselves, their true authenticity. Like, they work, they value, and you happy. I feel like the place that you're at, you're happy. I feel like I'm telling you, it's heavy on somebody trying to bully a person on social media, but I feel like they suffering. They feel like shit, like a motherfucker. I feel like first of all they was wasting their time and energy with doing it because I feel like you really don't pay them no type of mind. They show they mad because you don't show them no type of baby. You don't show them no type of interest, none. Like it don't even bother me, girl. Bye. You feel me? I know who I am as a person. Like I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I feel like it could be a lot of clashing as well. I picked up that energy from the beginning. But I feel like somebody could want, to have some type of, beef or, how they be wanting the back and forth with the social media and all that. But I feel like somebody didn't even feed into it, girl. I know you're a wolf hiding sheep clothes, girl. I know you faker than a $3 bill, baby. We gonna do all this, but when I see you, you ain't gonna do nothing. So with that, girl, I'm not even about to waste my time with even entertaining it. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. Just even investing in it, like entertaining it, girl. Bye. I'm not stooping down to your level, bitch. If anything, you need to get up here, bitch, and get on my level. The fuck, lower frequency. But that showed as well. They mad because you don't do lower frequency shit with them. Like I feel like you don't even entertain the bullshit. You uninterested like a mofo. Girl, you can say what you want, just don't run up. Which they ain't gonna do that. They couldn't get paid to do that. They ain't gonna do that. Somebody most definitely may have some legal issues going on. Why they trying to bully you, and talk bad about you, like, online and whatever. But I feel like they have some type of legal issues, whether it's just simple as a traffic ticket or maybe something more serious. Somebody could be fighting with, like they could have a case of immigration, with ICE. I feel like this is the third party energy that whoever have attached to them, this wolf in sheep clothing. But I feel like y'all ignoring a person. I feel like you need to continue ignoring a person as well. Because I feel like they want to ride the wave. Like they want what you provide for them, but they're not going to provide nothing in return to you. They will leave you drained and dry. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I feel like somebody know it, dude. You feel like this shit is played out. This a done deal. Baby, I done saw your true form already. I mean, you can't go back into, the sheep, like, clothing. I saw it already. I saw your wolf. Baby, I saw you at grandma's house in the bed. Like grandma, why your mouth so big? Bitch, when you lick your lips talking about the better to taste me with, like what? No, I pay. Bye, grandma. You got it. You got a whole house. You got that big dog. Somebody could be getting out of energy of drinking, trying to stop drinking. I feel like when you first left this situation, like you could have found yourself drinking a lot just to try to cope with it. But I feel like somebody is receiving bad karma and somebody is moving on from this situation. Somebody is receiving karma for some type of workplace affair. Somebody was either dealing with a business partner of theirs or somebody else's business partner. They was like dealing with a person that they worked with. They did the same type of work. But somebody moving because they receiving bad karma. I feel like them having to move is a part of their bad karma. Okay, baby, somebody close it out. They don't even want to talk no more. I feel like somebody could have shifted their perception when it came to a situation, and they just, I feel like, just cut a person off instantly. Like they not responding to no type of text. Like they not, it's nothing. They don't want to say nothing. Like they don't want no closure or nothing. They feel stupid. I'm telling you. Look, he's saying that she gotta be the one. She gotta be the one. Something. I feel like this is the energy that's in regret. They feel like a jackass, dude. Look, she a bad bitch. I'm telling you, they feel stupid because you. I feel like somebody really closed out the cycle. Like I feel like it's nothing this person could tell you. Somebody done. Like period. And they receiving bad karma. It's heavy on them receiving bad karma. Oh, what is this? Let me see. Okay. Look, she bad and she know it. I know that's right, baby. I feel like whoever this queen is, like this boss bitch, like again, I feel like somebody really, really felt that, you found yourself. You fixed your crown, baby. You found your crown, first of all, because I feel like that bitch could have been thrown in a corner somewhere. Like, you really took that motherfucker off and really forgot who you was. Like, you put that on a dresser, like, because you was in your comfort zone. I get it. But I felt like, baby, somebody found that bitch. Like, oh, that's where you been. Come here. Let me go ahead on and, fix you up. Let me fix that. You feel me? And I feel like somebody is happily single. Like you really could just be focusing on your business, on your career, like just focus on. I feel like it's heavy on career focus. Like you really just focus on your bag. But I also feel like you focus on healing yourself as well. You're focused on loving yourself. You focus on making your wishes into a reality. Like, period. Okay. And there's no strings attached, like at all. I feel like for somebody in specific, this really could be like, somebody that you have a child with. For somebody in specific, you could have like this could be who your love child is with. But take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay. There's multiple different energies. Look, she bad and she know it. The name Ty dollars, the name Ty could be very significant. But baby, you know you bad. I feel like you found that confidence. Like and you standing in that shit. I told you. I told you. I told you. They got an STD. I knew it. Also, I feel like they feel stupid for, dealing with this person and getting the STD. For some of y'all, like they could have been ignoring, the signs for the STD, like the symptoms. But somebody in specific, like somebody could just be had, like they could have had a rash as well. But they feel stupid. They feel stupid. I feel like they feel stupid for dealing with the situation, and now that's what they ended up with. To end up with a STD. Period. Why they won't talk shit about, you online. I'm telling you. Look, they ain't on me. They want this. I feel like whoever this because I feel like this is another I feel like this is the third party energy, me personally. So they could have like a small platform, like they could be coming up like somehow. But I feel like they just starting whatever it is, right? But I also feel like it's heavy on you stepping into your power. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Because I feel like the overall energy, that's that boss bitch energy. Like you're already on, you already in game. You're already on, right? But I feel like whoever this is, they kind of like, small time. Like they just starting to really, come up and somehow. But I feel like this is who was hating on you. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it because they was in their feelings. But I feel like y'all running from the situation. Like I ain't gonna say running like, scared because I don't get scared at all, but I do feel like y'all just leaving this situation alone. Like, bitch, I understand you. You still lower frequency. Like you still move out of emotion. Bitch, we don't do that over here. We don't do that over here at all. I told y'all, I felt like this is the type of energy like they would do something because they want to get some type of reaction out of you. They want to get a response out of you. But I feel like the fact that you don't even entertain the shit, like you just uninterested in wasting your time with the bullshit, like girl, bye. I'm not gonna benefit from entertaining this bullshit at all. But I feel like it make them feel some type of way. I'm telling you, it make them feel some type of way, like for real, for real. Like I just felt like they want to have some type of, like they just want to pick a fight with you so bad. Mm. They could also be trying to force the situation when it comes to this jackass because they want what they want. The person blocked them though. It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I feel like they blocked the copycat. And they could be having some type of child services going on. They could actually be trying to fight, to get their kids back. This could be the type of energy that be in. This person got all type of shit going on. Why they trying to play with you online? Like, please make this shit make sense. Baby, that could be the legal issues. They could really be trying to fight, fighting some type of neglect or abuse case, for their children. Look, but you trying to hate on me and this, like, girl, make that make sense. Make that make, because you and your feelings, girl, make that make sense. Because you trying to force a person, a situation with somebody that don't really want you like that on some type of shit. They feeling stupid and then regret for what they had with the collective. For fucking up what they had with the collective. Because I felt like all they got from this situation was a fucking STD. And could have had a drinking habit, but they could have actually, kicked the drinking. Girl, no. Somebody could also work like in the justice system. A lawyer, a clerk, a judge. I'm telling you, they got this STD from this Jezebel. For some of y'all in specific, this is two different female energies. So either this is a same sex relationship for some of y'all, but it's this. I feel this is two female situation. And whoever this is, they got the STD. This mofo like really, they really be in a sexual energy. But I feel like somebody is blocking and ignoring this person. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Down one toe. Then it's probably a minor. Girl, nah. I'm telling you. I don't know what this obsession is. This energy here have with y'all. Like this bitch is retarded. Like they crazy. They're really searching for you, studying you, and trying to get some type of information on you, so they could try to force some type of situation. They call hungry dude, and they hooked on the shit. I'm telling you, they just want to get nosy and get all in your business for whatever reason. Girl, these people is crazy. Bitches is a weird dog. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. This bitch is obsessed. Like they have to know what you have going on. Like they is just not gonna go right unless they know what's happening with you. Girl, but with the mouse, this is a malice person. It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. They're very malice and mischievous. Mm. Somebody missed the chemistry they had with a person. Somebody missed the positive vibes. That could be why they trying to do their research on you, so they could try to, But I feel like it's they really want to be nosy. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Yeah, you provided them good vibes. Yeah, you was very positive when it came, to them. But I felt like they still is very malice. Like they still don't have good intentions. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. And I feel like somebody really need to move in silence. They're not moving in silence when it comes to this energy, but I feel like they should. Somebody getting karma. Somebody could also be like suffering with depression or just having like they're mentally overwhelmed. They're mentally stimulated, overstimulated. And it's because they think that it's too late to try to set a trap for somebody with lies. Or that's what they getting karma for. Okay. And the truth most definitely was revealed when it came to the situation. Oh, that's why they experiencing some type of neglect, whatever situations with their children, because they always in a club, they always partying. Heavy on the legal matters. Somebody could also be experiencing a divorce. So this could be a situation where they was married to this person. But I feel like it's heavy on, like some type of issues with their children. Somebody could be getting a divorce, somebody could be putting somebody on child support. Somebody could be filing like neglect or claiming filing claims of neglect due to somebody putting them on child support. Apply the energy I fit. But if you gonna put me on child support, bitch, I'm not about to pay you, and you always in the club, fucking this nigga, fucking that nigga, like doing whatever, and you think I'm about to put money in your pocket? How about I take my child, cause bitch, you ain't never there anyway, and I keep my money as well. Look, bankrupt. I'm telling you, somebody really struggling on a financial level. Look, I can love you better than she can, so somebody most definitely could have been playing with somebody else person. Look, telling them I could love you better than she can. Look, we'll make it through the storm. Look, I know I will try to make sure that you could trust me. Look, and you know the reason why, boy. Look, fake ass. They could be trying to come out of their head or overthinking situations or trying to find ways to release their stress or overanalyzing situations. Look, I wish that you could be my man. Look, because I can love you better than she can, girl. Now. It's heavy on somebody watching somebody under fake accounts, and it's most definitely it could be this could be like somebody that you was married to, somebody that you divorced, and they connected to somebody else, or this is somebody that they married and they could be divorcing this person, but it is pertaining to a marriage or a union. Oh, yo, all right, yo, let's get some. I grabbed them, but I really wanted to get some advice, so let's see what's going on. Look, oh, now watch you pay Colombo Capasso. Who you loving? Who you want to be hugging? What's a niche, Sharon Wanda? True clarity, guidance, and protection. Mary Blige be my witness under pressure. I die for you. I lie for you. Why you ain't lie for you? True clarity, guidance, and protection. What else for the Helen family? Real estate. Somebody could be into real estate, but somebody could be starting a very, very huge project as well. But I feel like somebody see you as a good investment. They see you as being very, very positive. I feel like this could be the situation that's trying to force, their way in with you. But it's heavy on this person being fake. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. They could be trying to bind you to them or something, bind themselves to you. I don't know. But I feel like whatever it is, they're trying to like cause some type of obstruction by forcing a situation. I do feel like somebody may be receiving some type of good news when it comes to our house. I told y'all this was a third party. The enemy. I'm telling you, distrust. Whoever this is. I knew that already. That was a third party energy. 37. Somebody could be 37. Somebody could be born 73. Capricorn energy. Aries energy. Somebody could be 70. Born in the year of 1970. But Libra energy. And 42. Virgo. I feel like the third party feel like, they learned a valuable lesson. Okay. But I feel like they preparing for something. Oh no, they need to prepare for a situation. Because the scale is getting ready to be balanced out. I feel like they was being stubborn. They was not fucking listening. They wasn't listening when they was being warned about tilting the scales, about, doing things to tilt the scales, period. And now they paranoid, but they need to prepare. They need to be ready, baby, because the scales is getting ready to balance out and you was protected. No ifs, ands, buts about it. I feel like you were saved. A chef could be very significant when it comes to somebody's eternal person. It could be the eternal person of a chef. that was moving out of their ego, and somebody would draw and pull their energy back from the situation because this person was fake. I'm telling you. I feel like they suffering in silence though. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. They could be having nightmares and everything. I feel like this card always give me somebody spirit team whooping somebody ass in sleep. In their sleep. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Because they didn't want to quit. Because they didn't want to stop. Because they didn't want to stop with the deception. They didn't want to stop with the pretending. They didn't want to stop with the illusion that they were trying to provide you. And now they suffering in silence because you was too good for this shit. Like, period. Look, she like, fuck that nigga. I feel like whoever like this energy is, you're a very good person. Like, you're very honest. You do as good as you can, right? As far as good deeds, and just being good, like, period. You feel me? That don't mean you gotta necessarily be nice, all the time, but to be good. But I just feel like you really good and you loving. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I also feel like you could really be a supernatural being. That had already came out. And I feel like you need to trust in those gifts. I feel like whoever these friends was that could have, been indulging in a person's energy, trying to cause some type of disturbance, they praying. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it, baby. I feel like they praying like a motherfucker. They may be experiencing some type of challenges now, but I feel like they praying for help. They want a blessing. I'm up and they block. I couldn't make this shit up. Baby, they got nothing but conflict going on. And they could have actually paid somebody to try to block somebody's dreams. They're disappointed. It could be a family member. And it could be sick for doing it. Because they was caution about trying to bind in you. But they was committed. They was committed to try to disturb your peace with magic. How can I make this fucking shit up? Somebody could have been trying to do that magic on a person because you left them alone and you ain't even know it. But I feel like they didn't know that you was blessed and highly fucking covered. The Most High have His hands on your life. Like, it's no ifs, ands, buts about it. They didn't know it. When they got the idea, they thought they was gonna be very successful. It's somebody who really want a reunion with you and want to compromise. Like, but I felt like, and again, for somebody, it could have been somebody that you was married to. It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Somebody could have been working with a tarot reader. Girl, no. Well, I feel like whoever the third party was, they learned a valuable lesson. Okay, let's get some advice, y'all. Look, part of me feels so bad. Look about cheating. But ooh, not that bad. Look, situation got you mad. I would be too, because damn, she bad, boy. But that's ours. That's for us. You will soon be blessed with financial abundance. Spirit is always honored to gift to us the things that we work for, pray for, and have faith in receiving. Get ready for financial blessings, like, period. I feel like it's you really getting it because whatever they was trying to do on the back scene to block it, like, and then Spirit says it is time to let go of the past. Whatever it be, a past lover, past trauma, or past memories. Accept it for what it is and remember the lessons it has taught you, but leave it where it's meant to be in the past. Okay, so heavy on a 3, 2, 1. Don't look backwards. Whether that's you not looking backwards at the situations, that called, that created um the relationship to crumble, or the toxic ways that you may have had or the person may have had, right? If for some of y'all it's 3, 2, 1, you don't need to look back at the person, okay? Because for somebody in specific, this person has not changed and they're a dog. They know they're a dog. You know they're a dog. Unless you want a dog that's off the leash, like, a dog that roam, then return. But if you want something loyal and you want something genuine, you want something that's sacred just for you, then I feel like cut this out, start moving in silence when it comes to this energy. Don't tell these people, this person in specific what you have going on, because they're a wolf. I mean, they're a sheep hiding in wolf clothes. So I was right when I say they're a wolf. They really is a wolf, but they may come off as being vulnerable. It may be easy for you to allow them in, your vulnerability, but I feel like that's something that you should keep sacred, and don't tell them. Okay, period. Megan Thee Stallion, that's my bitch. Look, I'd rather be your bitch. For real. I feel like somebody just want to keep it cordial. I'd rather be your friend, my dog. Like, because us being as a couple, that ain't gonna work. Like, I'm too independent. Like, you can't tame me. I can't tame you. So it is what it is. All right. All right, y'all. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was useful. I hope y'all got something from this. Always remember, as above, so below, well one. Y'all be blessed, baby. Okay, the year 2020 could be very significant. Houston energy.